Hello everybody, I just wanted to do a video on Cobra Kai. Um, so the night it came out, or the morning shall I say, it was a Thursday morning. I woke up at 2:50 in the morning and I watched it at 3 in the morning that morning, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it, but I was super tired. I think it started at 3 in the morning and it ended somewhere around 6 o'clock or so, in the 6 o'clock hour. So later that day, I watched two episodes I had already watched from season 6, season 6, part 3. I watched two episodes that I already had watched when I woke up at 4 in the morning, because I watched the whole thing, the whole 5 episodes of part 3. And I watched 2 with my dad. And then the next day, which was Friday, me and my dad watched 3 episodes in conjunction, like all together. And I figured I'll go back and watch like all 15 episodes of season 6. So what they did with season 6, because it was the final season of the show, was they broke it down into three parts. So they broke it down into like 3 parts, each consisting of 5. So 5 times 3 is 15. So that's how they broke it down. That's how they broke the whole season 6 down. And I think that was a cool way to do it. But what they let you do then, that after each one airs, it just becomes part of the season. So I watched episodes in season 6, episodes 1 through 15, all in succession. I think I started in the 11 o'clock in the morning hour, and I want to say it went all the way to like 8 o'clock at night. So that I stopped a few times to use the bathroom or something, or to get something to eat or something, or just things like that, but I watched it all, and I think I would recommend this to all Cobra Kai fans out there, just to watch the whole thing all together, all 15 episodes. You see it in a different way. It connects better. It's like a haiku. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it all connects. And there are scenes you're going to see in part 1, and you see, oh, that makes sense for, this scene in part 2, or the scene in part 3, where that kind of matches that and that will connect in the big scheme of things, to the story. And I really think it's recommended to watch it that way. It is long, and if you don't want to do it all in one day, you could split it up into like 2 days probably, or 3 days even. You could even do an episode a day. Now what I want to do now is watch episodes, season 1, episode 1, all the way till the whole thing. Watch the whole, like, all the seasons, the whole thing. So 6 seasons altogether. Watch all 6 seasons, and that I would do slower. I wouldn't do it like all in one day, because there's just no way you could do it. There's no way. It would take days to watch, and you'd probably need like astronaut diapers or something. Laugh out loud. But yeah, I want to do that. I want to, and I'll do like an episode a day, probably an episode a day, and try to keep up with that, and just go from there. I mean, the first one I think was on YouTube Red, but when I started watching it, they were giving it away for free on just regular YouTube. So I watched it for free on regular YouTube, seasons I think 1 and 2, and then by seasons 3, it was already on Netflix. So yeah, I don't know why they were giving it away for free on YouTube at that point, because I kind of remember at one point you had to pay for YouTube Red. But when I started watching Cobra Kai, it was free on YouTube. You just there were commercials, so like you'd be watching it, there'd be like commercials. I feel like my tripod's gonna break or something. I don't know why. Like it needs to be tightened or something. But anyway, so yeah, I totally recommend doing marathons of this whole show. Either doing marathons of the entire. I mean, if you haven't seen any of part three, I would recommend just watching part three. But if you once you're done with that, just do marathons. Do marathons of the whole 15 episodes of season six. And then the whole series. Do all 6 seasons. I will really miss the show. It has been a big part of my life. Um, I always look forward to the new seasons coming out, whether it be on YouTube or Netflix or whatever. I always look forward to the new seasons. The characters are all likable. The villains are all fun. There was a lot of comedy. There was a lot of drama. Um, this show was so well done, and I hear they're doing the creators of this show, of Cobra Kai. There's 3 creators. That scene at the end about Back to the Future, a show being an alternate 1985 prequel. They're actually considering this, and I think Zemeckis and Spielberg and all the people involved want to be involved somehow. I don't know if they're going to get like Michael J. Fox to direct episodes, or I don't know if they're going to get Leah Thompson and Crispin Glover to be actually in it. I think they would be the right ages to be the parents. They wouldn't have to do too much makeup, maybe just a little bit. But we'll see. It'd be really fun to see another kind of 80s nostalgia, because although this show took place, the Cobra Kai, in modern times, there was so much 80s nostalgia in it, and the guys that created it are into 80s nostalgia. I don't know if they grew up in the 80s. I'm guessing they did. Maybe they were teenagers in the 80s. Maybe they were little kids in the 80s. I don't know, but they're into 80s nostalgia. So having a Back to the Future, prequel to 1985 would be really, really cool, and I'd be looking forward to that. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for now. Keep on binging, and good things will happen, okay? May the force be with you. Cobra Kai will never die, and God bless. And happy Sunday.